name is Tsquidnami.
That's the sound of Tsquidnami makes.
That's the sound the Tsquidnami makes? not the torrential rain and sound of literally billions of gallons of water being thrust into a building-sized wave. All you can hear is the faint sound of the small squid cresting the wave. Yep. I'm down with that. Skipper agrees.
Is that what you say? Hi. She's like, Mama's trying to talk to me. You're speaking my language.
Biscuits.
I'm putting those guys on the map, and we don't have our battle cam. Oh, we should rig it up now that it's charged up. You know what? Meh. I'll just do what I should be doing anyway, is being more descriptive with the combat rounds.
There you go.
So, from high above in the ceiling, coming through the special reinforced glass windows, smashed.
Guys!
Rappelling down our
What?
two gentlemen. They are already in mid-rappel as we are going to roll initiative. The two gentlemen who have come through the door area over here have quickly jumped down to the platform that we descended from, as we will be rolling initiative. So they burst in, and we were fairly unawares. You will be rolling initiative. The rest of us will not.
Oh.
Well, actually, roll your initiative and let
Surprise.
me...
13.
Oh, hi, Skipper.
Okay, yes. They get to this position, as I aforementioned, and then it is your turn.
So their intentions are pretty clear. Or should I?
They have weapons.
They have weapons.
You see long swords.
Oh yeah.
This was planned.
Or actually, the two gentlemen rappelling down have a crossbow in one hand, and these gentlemen have one has two short swords and the other one has a sword and shield.
I'm gonna pull out my magic short sword and yell intimidatingly, "What the F do you think you're doing?"
What the hell do you think you're doing?
What is that?
Alerting the rest of the group, who can now roll initiative.
So that's a 28 total intimidation.
Nat 20. Just like that.
A nat 20 for our friend engineer as well. Or Krieger that I was rolling for. Because you guys were rolling for the engineer, so one of you guys roll for the engineer.
Oh, it's a nat 20.
Man, oh man. Tonight is the night.
Wait, what did we say? Oh, Jimmy. Krieger. Krieger and Jimmy will go at the same time. We're pretty much same time as Fee. Actually, since you guys got nat 20s, you are not in the surprise round. Not that anybody's getting shot or anything in the surprise round or whatever, so it doesn't matter. But they will be in position, but we will basically start at the top of the round again. Is what makes sense, because we are the other. Okay, so Fee.
Okay. Do they? I look at them. Are they wearing any kind of masks or anything?
They seem to be fully suited.
Oh. Fully suited.
It's hard to tell if they're wearing. It looks almost like they're wearing leather with metal, but it seems to be full, almost like full plate looking, but not made out of metal. So almost like our suits, with there's banded cloth or leather and things like that. But theirs looks more militant, where ours is very utility looking.
Okay.
Theirs is patterned after armor.
I will just plant my feet here and ready in action to protect the machine. Battle stance. Protect the machine. If they come near the machine, I'm gonna punch them.
All right. This cog is in the machine.
Run your ass over.
And they're coming down, and they're taking shots at Krieger as he drives towards them. Actually, let's see if he draws their aggro versus the rest of the party, kind of. Oh, holy crap! No, we are drawing their aggro. The nat 20. So there's 4 of us. I guess we'll roll it off. Everybody roll the die 20.
15.
17.
Make it an intimidate
Oh,
for purposes
that
of
would
drawing
be
aggro.
30.
Not that high. Oh, no, still not that high. But 23.
Okay, you two are getting shot at. Crossbows. And I should have this open so I can look at the number and add the number to the number. The numbers to the numbers. Oh, it's not that one. Yeah, okay. So these guys.
Yeah, pluses and everything. We should have known we were about to die. Let me give
You mean about to whoop ass?
Let me give you bonuses and everything before I kill you all off.
Well, those a lot of those bonuses and protections would have been needed more if we rolled lower on our engineering stuff and the machine started affecting us.
Oh,
So
gotcha.
that all went very well with the 3 nat 20s.
Wow, there's little biscuit hair everywhere. Woo-wee. Little biscuits.
Is he shedding?
Are you shedding everywhere?
Well, I'm Patner and him rather.
16. Does a 16 hit you?
Now, does the suit give +3 or +4? Because there's medium armor.
+3.
Of
I said
3.
like studded leather. Same as studded leather. So it's +3.
Okay, yes. Yeah, then yes, it does. That's my AC.
Okay, so hit, and then does a 15 hit you?
Nope.
Okay, so Or no, it's a 14. So anyway. So you got hit, and that is fun. So you're going to take it, and you're going to like it. For 2 points of damage, and but I'm going to need a fort save.
Ooh, 13.
Ooh, okay. Ooh, maximum 6 points of Constitution.
Oh, fuck.
So do the math on that. You're gonna like it. And these guys activate the lever, and it goes. That's oops. Mega, they come down. That's the end of their turn. That takes a full round to do. Everybody make a spot check.
13.
22.
You notice that these two guys, they shoot, and as they hit the ground, you notice that that they're cradling a almost football shaped object.
Gotcha. It's my turn.
It is your turn.
I am gonna run right at them and take a slice at the legs as I run by. The guy with the football-looking object.
Well, both of them have one.
Oh, both of them have one. All right, then I'm gonna go for in between.
Wait, you're gonna run in between two.
Yeah, and then because I get 2 attacks, 1, 2.
One on each.
Yeah.
Okie dokie.
And then keep on running.
Okay.
Ooh.
Oh, fuck.
Whiffer.
That's not good.
You're looking for armor class 16?
Oh, that is a 16. I won, and oh yes, that's definitely a hit. 16, 32 altogether. So then for the damage part.
Yeah, the damage part.
The damage part.
Gonna need the damage part.
7 on one, and 11 on another.
All right. Now, normally they'd both get an attack of opportunity on you, but they're holding ranged weapons that aren't loaded. And oh wait, what's your move?
30.
Okay. Oh wait, no, you're doing a full round attack. Wait, you can't do that. You don't have the feats to do that, actually. Because you run up 5, 10, 15, 20. You got to go your move to there.
Nah.
And attacks, you don't even get a full round attack. So just your first attack hits. Sorry. So you go charging up there, get in front of the guys, and attack the one. And then you have to get both your attacks. It's a full round. So you can do a 5-foot step and then do it. Or attack and then do a 5-foot step, but you can't do a full move action and then a standard action. It's a full round action, which includes your move action and your standard action. Does that make sense?
Not totally, but I'll get it eventually.
Well, to use your full attacks is a full round action.
Okay, I got you. I gotcha. So
Because there's move actions, you get 2 move actions or a move action and a standard action.
Right.
Okay? You can run up and charge somebody. If you're using more than your standard move action, you just charge them.
Right.
Which lowers your AC and increases your ability to hit them.
Gotcha. Yeah, now it makes sense.
So you were up there and you hit a dude, and then Geo.
Run away.
I'm running. Feet.
Do we have all our weapons and stuff? Can we use my short bow? And shoot one of the guys with the footballs. The one that's stone attacked. A 20
Hit.
to hit. Sorry, I should have rolled it together for 5 points of damage. No.
Very good. And then he's running away this way.
You run over stone?
Move your face. So we'll call it. It's like a trample. So make a saving throw.
For
Reflex.
reflex. So 16 altogether.
Oh no. Let's roll for those guys. 5 and 5. I rolled 5 and 5.
Damage taking about to happen.
Yeah, you get bumped for 8 points of damage.
It's a friggin' scratch.
But these guys get hit harder and fall down.
Nice.
You did not fall down. You just got like bumped out the way. You're like you tried to run out the way and it hit you in the ass, and you kind of like just kind of tumbled once and got back up on your feet.
Feel a little
So you're right there.
subdural hematoma on my butt cheek.
Stone got bruise.
Bruise on the ass.
Stone no sit. And okay, so where are we at? You guys what? Who? That?
Geo ran away.
Oh wait, that's
And Geo
I'm sorry,
ran
it's
away.
the good guys' turn. Bad guys.
Oh no, that wasn't Stone's turn.
That guy is going to jump, wait, attack.
Biscuit literally has his hand in my hand.
This guy runs, jumps up a little bit, and unhorses Krieger. And this guy runs over,
No.
attacking Fee.
No. Do I get attack of opportunity? Or no, never mind. I shot my.
Hold on, you don't get attack of opportunity when they enter your square.
No, I know. I thought I was ready to had a ready to action. I forgot that.
Oh, right, right.
That was the turn before.
Right, yeah.
Ooh.
A hit and a miss.
Miss it.
So 6 points of damage from a short sword. Dracar Noir. Okay, and that guy did that. Those two guys are. You get attack of opportunity on this guy as he stands up. Take it.
Just need to hit armor class 16, right? Alright, that's a hit for 10 points of damage.
No, he doesn't quite get up. He tries, and you just stab him dead. This guy comes over though. He's a little angry. Or no, actually no. What am I saying?
Oh, he's gonna do the end around, is he?
Oh, damn! So close. That guy did that. Okay, so Stone.
So, jeez, he's way too far for me to get there, huh?
So the maximum you can go, yours is a 30, so you can move up to a 90 running, like starting a sprint, to charge. Now you lower your armor class by 2 when you attack like that. You provoke an attack. You can provoke an attack of opportunity, and you also can get a +2 on your attack bonus.
So, where's your little measuring thing? Is he within 90 feet?
Can I charge him? Yes, you can. 55.
Nice. So I'm gonna do another rush charge and then slice at his leg when I get there. Roll to 16
Cow. Do your damage, bruh.
for 8 points of damage.
Oh, he's not happy. He doesn't like it.
Yeah, that was the whole point.
So no, so I'm gonna do a spot. Isn't that one? I can't hear nothing. Everything's just rattling around. So I have no clue what's going on, basically. But I'm looking at the machine, and it's neat. And it goes back to Fee.
I'm just I'm gonna attack this guy back, with unarmed strike. That's a miss and a 21 to hit. 7 damage.
Okay. Trick. He's scared. Yeah, he's not. His morale is for shit.
He just got his ass handed to him.
Whack.
Whack
His
across
morale
the
is for
room.
shit with a 3, so he's staying
You
put.
love to sit on laps. Come here. Biscuit. Let me get your little chest hair. He's so cute. He's so cute.
This guy tries to dive on you. Touch attack isn't a 1, so grapple. You can get attack of opportunity on him, actually.
Sketches?
16.
Hit.
for 9 points of damage.
Okay. Perfect. And then, okay, yeah, anti-grapple?
Jump. If you jump, I will get you.
An anti-grapple? I'm not sure what you mean.
He came up and just trying to grab you.
Okay.
And so he grabbed hold of you, and now you're trying to, you don't want that. So you add that to your grapple.
Oh, okay.
Just grapple. Yeah.
So 27.
Oh, it's going to be close, I bet. What's this guy's? $26. Fuck you.
Stone slippery fuck.
Oh, wait. Does yours include the -4 for small? Automatically?
Yep.
Okay. Thought so. Damn it!
If you want to see.
No, I know it usually does when you look at it.
And you have a +2 because of strength modifier.
It all flows
Yeah,
right out through.
Freaking high tech and shit, man. All right, so you are a jerk, and that guy's. You heard it bad. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So he can still start his activation.
Bomb.
He all beep boop 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 boop, and he goes to stone.
I'm gonna run over there and hack at the hand that's
Fumble.
boop booping.
You're gonna try to make him fumble,
Make
or
him drop
grapple
whatever he's
him.
got
What are
in
you
his
gonna do?
No, I'm gonna use my short sword and hack.
Cold shot on his hand.
Yeah, the one that's.
He wants to cut his hand off.
Yeah, whichever one's
All
trying to
right,
activate
but
this bomb.
totally fucking Darth Vader, that motherfucker.
I rolled the.
With a -4
30
for a cold shot, whatever, it still hits, no problem.
for 11 points of damage.
That's close. That's about what he has left to get to 0. All right, you don't necessarily cut his hand off clean like in the movies. It's more like, ow, you hurt his hand. There's definitely tendon damage.
Right.
He's not using it now, per se.
It's gonna
You can
need some
see
time.
the inside.
Oh, that's how that works.
And he goes, and he's like, going, and so he stops making the boop boop beep because ow, and then he just kind of slumps and lets it roll off his fingertips, as he does. I am hiding.
Is that Joe?
Or no, wait, no. First I do my spot, which was a 4 plus quite a bit, but I don't think quite enough to listen.
Do you have to go potty?
Nope.
Do you have to go outside? What are
Will
you bothering me
save.
for?
Alright, I made my will save. I didn't see anything that made me want to come out or stay behind the thing, so I am coming out to see what's going on. And I get there, and I'm going to get a moving spot check, and so I see the shit that's going down, and I sense the motive, and holy shit.
Shut up, Brendan.
Brendan!
Nobody wants to hear from you.
Who asked Brendan?
I want to know what Brendan has to say.
Not too late.
He had nothing good to say.
If you gave him a good.
How do you know? You didn't give him a chance.
Just the way he said, "Hey guys."
Hey guys. Alright, I'm out.
Okay, I'm gonna unarmed strike this guy again. Because if I do anything else, I'm probably gonna die. Miss and a 17 to hit for 9. Punch, kick, punch. Knee balls.
Yeah, this is like, it's
Elbow
weird in
face.
this suit, so you're just kind of, kind of like, you're throwing haymakers and like grabbing them and trying to knee them.
Yeah.
And, like,
Yeah.
It's bad
It's
MMA.
awkward. Awkward.
Awkward. Alright. Let's see if this guy grows a pair. Let's give him a spot. Listen. He's aware of what's going on. Sense his motive. He's like, holy shit, he's doing what to do. Is he going to go to the will save? Is he going to come out? No. His morale is low. Krieger's still scared. Jimmy is not really aware what's going on. And he's really scared. So he's hiding. All right.
What's Joe doing?
Joe just walked out and took a look.
Oh,
Last round, so now it's their turn. You get attack of opportunity on this guy because he's like trying to go past you. Hit. It's not a 1, right?
No. Yeah. Not a 1. And 12 points of damage.
Son of a bitch, you only had 11. Screw you for rolling high. That was a high roll for you, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, yeah, it was a 6-sided die
6?
with a +6.
Yeah. That's what you needed to take him to negatives. Jerk! Oh, that's huge that you rolled max damage.
Yeah.
That's huge.
Yeah.
Wow.
Get the device.
Makes you want to give him Die Hard.
You're making the DM want to be a dick.
Yeah. Jerk. Alright. So this guy, you get an attack of opportunity on him, Fee.
Oh yeah, buddy. Woo. That is a 25 for 7.
Oh man. And do you have combat reflexes?
No, I don't. Don't believe. Yeah, no. As a feat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Oh man,
Let's see
they
if this
want
guy-
to get this device there at all costs.
Biscuit, you are pacing like I don't know what you want, buddy. You gotta go outside. You gotta go outside.
This guy dives on the ground
Outside. Go.
and
Biscuit out.
Starts
trying
beep,
to
booping,
he's
beep,
trying to
booping.
beep beep beep. But he's not holding it in the other hand. He's like reaching out there, you know,
Skip or come.
flailing a bit. And we do not explode or anything during his turn. So you get to take yours.
I'm gonna run up there and do the same thing.
gonna
Stop
attack
him
you.
from doing that.
Yeah, you want to stop him from doing that, so you go up there and do that. So you
Not a
go,
1.
you take the 4 steps and go up there. And, oh yeah, but you're at a negatives because it's actually armor class 20 now. If you're because you're
Oh, so
doing a
that's,
called shot.
17.
17, so you missed.
Yeah.
So your second. Oh wait. Shit! It's a 5-foot step. Yeah, you can get your second attack.
19.
Oh, is the second one a called shot?
No. Of course not.
No, because that wouldn't have hit. What do we call that after I rolled?
And I rolled a 6 again. So 12.
Ah, screw you. There's 13 hit points left on this guy. And he's fanatic.
Put a dart in him, Fee.
So.
Magic missile of Joe.
Oh, yeah, Joe's in the action. Made my saving throw, so. Magic missile.
Woo!
Pew, pew. And he's gone. Let's see if it's how gone. Did I kill him or did I put him at negatives? Let's find out. No, it's not because it's got to be max on both. So that's he's hurting bad though. Not that it matters much. All right. The combat is over. The immediate danger is gone. We see now at the top of the steps town guards, gnome guards. So we know that it doesn't. It looks like that part is immediate. Clear and present danger is gone from melee. However, we have a thing sitting here going,
Let's get this thing out of here.
Grab it. Grab it and run.
Grab it and run, or disable.
I don't have a disabled device. I don't believe.
No,
Not my forte.
I do. That would be me.
Joe, yes.
Well, it's
Come
either.
on.
Well, it's the classic. Do you take the bomb and run, or do you disable it?
Can you teleport?
We
it out
have
of here?
the ability to do both.
Can you teleport it? Just teleport it out of here?
I'm not sure using magic on it's the right idea.
Yeah.
Joe,
I think.
Joe.
No, and I don't have teleport per se. Item. Teleport self.
Joe,
I guess I could pick
under
it up.
pressure, you have never let me down yet. You have never let me down. Don't let me down now, Joe. You can
Well,
do this. You know you can do this.
If you want me to try, I will need to make a will save, and then I will need to make a disable device.
You know you can do this, Joe. I believe in you. You are awesome in these situations. Oh, that's a 14 diplomacy. Come on,
And
Joe.
I'm gonna go. You can do it, Joe. I guess that would be more diplomacy, huh?
Disable that.
17
bomb.
diplomacy. You can do it, Joe.
Disable that
Okay, I'd say you
device.
guys have made enough of a case for me to attempt the will save. Okay, I will consider it.
Okay.
My disable device is a plus 15. My will save is a plus 11.
I like those numbers.
Now, again, something that's sure death. If I fail, the DC's 20 on my will save. I'm
Is
not
it?
touching it.
Mm.
If it's so
Oh.
8. I'm just standing there.
Damn it. If we take it and
I'm
run,
gonna-
we're
yeah, I'm gonna-
run too, but
I'm gonna grab it and I guess run for the door. Get
got
it
a
away
big
from the
big
machine.
open glass window now.
Yeah.
Well,
Run
the
for
glass window's like on a rope thing up there.
gonna-
They came through a rope.
Okay.
They shut the door they burst open through. So it's still getting on the platform,
Oh.
going up,
Okay.
and for either exit, actually.
Oh, well. So I'll pick that thing up and then just. Do you have to be on the platform to start it? Or-
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So then I
I'll
guess.
go with you. Run. Get on. Take it. Grab it and run and get on the platform. I'll push whatever button.
Okay, so it
or-
takes a round for you guys to pick it up
Mhm.
without, like, touching anything, 'cause you don't want to hit buttons when you do, so you don't just haphazardly
Right.
pick it up.
Right.
So I'm sure you look to where to put your fingers or whatever, but you don't really know, do you?
No, that's why we're running.
We could have got on this thing and drove back through the door. Or just put that thing in motion with it on it to go through the door. I guess that's kind of taking a chance, though.
And then, so I made my will save, so I'm
Wow.
Oh, you're gonna come with us after that?
I made my will save because I'm incredibly curious and I want to look at it. I haven't even gotten that close to it, you know what I mean? To see if I can disable it or whatever. I kind of froze up at the speculation of getting blown up.
I gotcha.
And then as you guys went, I'm just like, oh, don't touch the, watch the. Like, I'm worried. Like, I want to stay by it, so that, like, I'm scared of you doing something wrong.
I'm trying to hold it so you can see it. Look, dude. Look
What
at
did-
it. I look at it. Turn
Turn
this thing off, dude. You can do it.
I'm a couple paces from pulling the mullet out.
Dude, relax. You got it. You got this, bro.
So we're having that conversation as this thing goes up. That's the one round up
You
there.
the man, Joe. You the man.
They have the one door open. They're ready to open the other one as soon as the other one closes. And Joe says, I think I can do it. Oh my God. But I'm scared.
That's okay. It's good for you. Make you man. 14.
Plus is 29. We're over 25. That's very good.
Good.
It's
Yeah.
very good.
Woohoo!
I am unable to disable this device in any way, shape, or form, but I have I have delayed it.
Mm.
Oh, so we need to get this far away from here?
I'm not exactly sure what it does. I do not believe it will explode, but it will do something. But I do not know what.
Well, let's get it.
There's the rub.
Let's get it somewhere where it's away from as many people as possible.
I rolled a 29, so that's
Biscuit, what do you want?
4 over the
With your
top of the
fuzzy
thing.
toes.
So that is, yeah, so I can do the full plus
48.
48. We have approximately an hour.
Oh.
Jam, 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 jam. The question is where to go. The quickest way back, I guess, to get away from the city is to go. I mean, it depends on how you look at it. The tunnel came through the city. We're at this side of the city pretty much, so you'd be going this way. Back towards the Segway, you know what I mean? That direction. So you'd be away from the city, above ground, above the railway area, is the most direct route to get away from the most populous.
Well, what about, there's still another one of these things inside of there that's not activated. Should we deal with that one as well? While still somebody needs to go back and get the other one, I guess is what I'm saying.
Oh yeah,
Good call.
Well, whoever has the one that's been delayed from going off should continue.
You know what?
to
Here,
get the hell out
let
of
me
the
just
house.
do a DM stroke and say that Krieger, after we left, grabbed it and joined us.
Oh, okay.
Krieger. Alright.
Yeah, this one seems to be in the same mode. I put it back in, mode, but it was going to happen regardless. It's going to happen. They were like pre-activated. It's just they had a certain amount of time and they can speed it up.
Right. And that's what they were trying to do, speed it up. So
Yeah,
let's
just
go. Let's get out of town.
And they were-
dig a hole and get the fuck away from it.
I rolled over the top of the mechs because there was like a graduated chart. So I can tell you that this, they were trying to detonate it instantly. So it wasn't like they were trying to get away.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever was going to happen, these guys were going to let it happen to them too.
Yeah.
So for whatever, they're either fanatical or it's non-deadly or we don't know. That I can't tell you.
They came in with something on their minds. I'm guessing it's some kind of exploding
They were
thing.
willing to kill for it
Yeah.
and die for it.
Right.
Yeah. So we need to head towards the tunnel. You said heading back towards Segway. You said something about going over top. Can we go
But it would be on top.
over top?
Yeah, because, well, if we go in the thing, there's much, like the city of Fassenberg and people that live there start, a mile or two into the tunnel. There's still, Fassenberg starts in the tunnel, like we rode over that,
Mm-hmm.
Somewhere after we dropped excursion slag. We started seeing lights.
Well, we don't want it to go off in the tunnel. If it's a bomb.
No, I was thinking above the ground.
Yeah.
Just in the direct same, so above the tunnel.
Yeah.
Or
is that like mountainous?
No, it's pretty flat
It
plains.
was flat.
Very, very full of spriggans. It's Mad Max beyond Thunderdome up
What
there.
if we just get a gigantic balloon, tie it to the balloon, and just let it go?
That's actually an option.
Just dig a hole right outside of town. Throw it in there.
Get at least if we know that we have an hour, head in that direction as far as we can. Give ourselves enough time to dig a hole deep enough that we think is safe. And yeah. Yeah, I guess I'd bury it. Go as far as we can and stop and get some shovels real quick.
Oh, it won't lift the bombs.
Doesn't have enough oomph anymore.
How old is this balloon? It's a month?
At least a month.
The party is here.
If it's still here. Oh my God, Mr. Biscuit.
Is he whining?
He's sitting here staring at me whining for like the past 20 minutes.
Oh,
I think he wants his biscuit ball.
He wants everything.
Yeah, he wants the world.
Where's the everythings you promised?
You can show me the world.
What time is it?
It is 8:46.
8:46.
All right. I start heading. Let's lead everybody in that direction. We do need to stop and get shovels or something to dig with, though. It would be
We need a
good.
freaking wonder shovel.
We need the wonder shovel.
Yeah.
Neebs. Neebs, I need to buy a wonder shovel. It'd be really good to notify Festivus or someone that this is even going on. They are,
Oh no, you don't understand. There's the town guard and stuff are aiding us. We're
Right.
the
Right.
freaking bomb handlers.
Yeah.
We're the saviors of the town. We're the #1 technicians. We are surrounded by people that are asking us what to do.
Okay.
Get shovels. Come with us.
There's
We need to
go
dig
get-
a big hole
there you
quick.
go.
Let's
the
go.
other, we're also informed that the city, there was many distractions. These 4 guys didn't just, fight their way through this city to get here. There's huge distraction. They have siege golems all over attacking to distract. So getting out of town might be a little hairy. This is one of the safer parts because they sent a very small force in here to get this done while they had everybody else elsewhere. They're now causing, because they came with a force, not big enough to take the city, but
Right.
big enough to
Make
cause
sure that they
many
go.
distractions.
Oh, let's go throw these at them then.
We don't know what they do.
That's
What about Joe? I know you tried to disable one. Do you think they're disableable? Should we have the other technicians try, or do you think that's futile?
I do not believe that they were. I guess anything's possible.
stick a hole right here in town.
I don't know how big the explosion is, if they even are.
Well,
bombs.
we can only do what we can do.
Alright, guards, you guys know the situation outside. Guide us along like the route that there's not the route of least resistance out of the city. And you, go get shovels and meet us out there. We're gonna dig holes to bury these in. If it happens that we can't get out of the city, if it's like completely blocked, then we'll find the scientists and have them try and disable them. And if they can't disable them, we'll put them on balloons.
We won't have time for all that.
Then let's start running.
We got an
Go.
hour, so we got time to go.
All right,
we
go.
have time to
Start
go
running.
Come back.
Out the city. Lead us the path of least resistance out the city.
If we can't get out the city, we're gonna bury it right as close to the edge as possible.
Yeah.
Now, while I appreciate that we have done all this work so far, I do not believe that if we're just going to bury them, that we necessarily need to be very close to the situation. Since we have people that can take care of this for us, we could probably just. I'm thinking maybe I should just. I'm feeling like I should run away.
All right, you do that. All right, you do that.
Should you not
stay
also
here.
do this? Do that?
We should give them to.
Don't run too far away. You can stay behind us, but stick
Are
around.
we saying we just give it to the guards and let them? We don't know who to trust right now. That's the thing. We can only trust ourselves.
Right.
All right.
I only trust us.
Let's go.
All right,
Get it.
I'm gone.
Get it done.
I'm running.
All right. We're going. We're taking a city guide to make sure we don't get lost. We are moving through the city. Moving through the city. Oh. Make a fortitude save.
A 14. That's not super high for a fortitude save.
No, but it's high enough, darn it.
Yay.
Yay!
You don't lose any more
con?
cards. Yeah.
Yeah.
Where were you at?
That would have put me at 0.
Well, we didn't roll yet, but it's 2 die 6.
Oh, then I could have died right there.
7. What would that have done?
It killed me.
Yeah, that would have
Easily.
killed you.
More than
Good.
killed me.
Good, you made that saving
I
throw
would
by
have shriveled
1.
up.
That's good. You made that by 1. That's good. The poison didn't affect
Good.
you any worse.
It's good.
Because we ain't got time for bleeding right now.
All right. Or no poison.
And off you go. Yeah, it's dangerous. We don't have time to stop after melee and healing yourself and do all that stuff.
Nope.
So away we go. We're running. Duke can get us out of the city, no problem, in the time required. How far out of the city we can get beyond that, it depends on how far we push it. So, dexterity first. Wait, who's got the footballs? You two?
I'm assuming.
Roll your dexes.
Well, I'm not, did Krieger give it to me?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah, happy to get rid of it.
Alright, dexterity. Do we still have our bonuses? He just asked that?
Sure.
Alright,
18.
They give you more bonuses.
9 dex.
Quickly. You guys don't do the greatest of getting out of the city with great speed, but you get out in the open, and now it's a matter of your constitution as you try to push the limits of your body to run far and fast. You don't. I mean, your speed is so much faster.
Oh, yeah.
Than everybody
No, I
else's?
have the suit on.
Well, what? You're not going to take it off?
Yeah, we would take that
Oh,
off.
if we have
on the-
time to take it off, sure.
We're talking about an hour we have to move, so I'm sure we can take 1 round
Okay.
or 2 rounds, or
Then it's
whatever.
off. Yep,
Less
my
than a
speed is
minute.
50, so
Yeah, so you're just jogging
23.
if you're
My
going to stay with us.
constitution.
yeah, we'll stay together.
Okay, I'm slacking behind.
That's where you wanted to be anyway, so it's all good.
Okay, you guys push it. You guys, you're just. You two are you're jogging behind him.
Come on, Stone,
You're like
you can do
going.
it! You can do it!
You're jogging. He's almost gotten into like a gallop thing he's doing because he is.
I'm shouting words of encouragement. Come on, Stone, come on!
Ferrets flying around.
They will will build statues of us.
And you guys,
They will put our heads on Crimson Slag's body.
you making a good piece out of town.
Alright.
So, you're like, you hear me, you better stop now and dig on.
Alright. Dig, dig, dig.
See
dig,
if our boys
dig,
kept up.
Dig, diggity, dig.
You guys are going to have to do all the digging except for one dude kept up.
Alright.
So, you got you two and one other guy digging. So let's get that digging done.
Dig,
Let's give me some
dig,
strength checks.
dig, diggity, dig. 20.
15.
This dude's just scratching at the dirt. You guys are digging holes.
Woo!
How deep? Do you want to try to make it? Or
So we just dig for a
yeah, you just
round
don't
or
have much
two
time.
and throw them in there.
No.
Oh no,
No,
you
no,
already
no.
dug for minutes.
Yeah, oh yeah,
You were
minutes.
just
Minutes.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, we're not digging to China.
well. I catch up while you guys are digging
Okay.
and assess the situation and tell you it's time to drop them in the hole
Alright,
now.
let's do it. We'll set them in
Yep.
the hole. Climb
Cover 'em
out
up.
and throw the dirt on, pack it down,
Start running back.
start running.
Alright, I'll add these up to see.
I'm running full speed. I'm leaving you guys behind, not jogging with you to run away. Keep up. Run.
Okay. 8 minutes.
8 minutes of running away.
Roll your
That's good. That's good.
roll your cons
Oh, jeez.
if you're ready.
Nat 20.
Woo! Wait!
I'm
It's just a running motherfucker. Let's do it with it all night tonight. When it happens,
Right now.
Stone speaks. Nat 20.
Alright.
It's like Luke Skywalker outrunning the blast from the Death Star. You had to roll Nat 20 because that shit ain't real.
Wow.
Oop, 5.
Oh no. Joe, no. It's a 7. You guys are running, and you hear a. Then you turn around, and behind you, nothing looks any different, except for it just looks washed out in color in an area right around where you buried him.
Radiation.
Looks like somebody just made it black and white.
I don't like that.
Made it black and white.
Who knows what that?
It's almost like there's a fog of no color,
Ah.
if that explains it. Like almost like there's a fog of no color
Yeah,
in that area.
that was a whole lot of not goodness in
No, I
that.
don't like it.
In those 2 little footballs.
You don't know. Could be awesome. Could be the beginning of a miracle. But probably not. That wouldn't make sense. Doesn't fit in context.
No,
For it to be a good thing.
All the distractions and attacking going on.
The bloodshed?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that makes it feel unhappy.
Ah, yes. And we don't see Joe.
Uh-oh.
No, Joe!
No Joe.
Uh-oh.
Joe!
Joe!
No!
You guys look for him, you don't see him, you're like listening, you don't see him.
Run back in that direction.
You go back in that
Yeah,
direction,
you
you
go
get
back.
kind of, you're leery to get close or whatever,
Yeah.
but you eventually get to a point where you can see in the ground almost like a blast radius circle of, and it's almost like a half a sphere.
Mm-hmm.
And or more of like the top, kind of like so that the center would be where the things were.
It's not like still
it's-
expanding or anything.
And
is
the
it?
ground is still there. There's no, where the ground's still packed just like you left it. It wasn't disrupted. but it just looks like this half sphere or top of a sphere of colorless. Like you can see the ground. This just a clear line that goes from color to no color.
Okay.
And no Joe.
No Joe. It's no es bueno. We need Joe to help find Joe.
Hey Joe, we should. Oh,
Krieger.
it's like when the internet's out and you go, oh,
Yeah.
I'll just Google the. Oh,
Oh.
well, we'll just watch Netflix. Oh, well, screw it. We'll just screw around YouTube. Oh,
I'll just go play Guild Wars.
Oh. you know what? Screw it. I'll just write on my blog. Oh,
Yeah. What did we do without the internet?
Yeah, what about
play Dungeons and Dragons. No dinosaurs. Back in the 80s.
what about the other one that made it there with us to help dig?
Krieger.
Did he?
Is Krieger here?
Yeah. Is it him?
No, Krieger didn't want anything to do with the final journey.
So.
The other guy, yeah.
Yeah,
Did he
who-
run away?
Oh, the guard.
He did make it.
Oh, that was a guard that was with us?
Yeah, he was just a whatever guy. A set of hands dig a hole.
How you feel about running back in there, man? I'm talking to that other guard. Maybe checking it out.
Yeah, no.
No? Yeah, no?
I don't feel like.
I'm gonna find a rock on the ground, if there is any, or a stick, and toss it over the border. See if anything happens to it.
It becomes like as soon as you like throw it in there, it's almost like you're hitting a cloud or a fog, and it's almost like like when you focus on something, it becomes clearer. It's almost the opposite. When you focus on that spot where you throw it in, it's almost like it hits a fog and pulls it and swirls around. It's almost like an agitating water, like mud and water,
Right.
and so it becomes less clear.
Huh.
I'm gonna yell out, Joe!
Joe! Hey Joe!
Hey, Joe!
Where are you going with
I
that?
do have knowledge
Let's miss one.
planes.
You
don't
I
have no
knowledge
gun in your
planes.
hand!
That's no good. That's like a 6.
6,
8.
8.
No response.
Usually a 10 is where
yeah.
information
Knowledge
starts.
nature.
It's not natural.
It's not natural.
No reply to my yell.
No.
reply.
Knowledge
There's no
engineering. Probably not. 19.
No reply.
Kind of.
Doodaloo, doodaloo.
I don't think Arcana applies.
Yeah, we got our suits off. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun.
I think it was. So we heard. It was like a rumbling. Not like necessarily.
No, like a.
Yeah.
It wasn't even like
Was
a.
there a vibration?
No, there was
No?
nothing like that. You didn't feel anything. You just heard something.
I think it was a teleporter. I think they were trying to steal it. I think that Joe got teleported somewhere.
I wish Joe were here to roll some knowledge rolls to
Joe
see if
was
we could
here.
back up that theory of yours.
I wish that.
Because, he could probably figure this out. This is right up his alley. He could probably roll, like, spellcrafts and stuff.
Do I have spellcraft? I do not.
It's totally right up Joe's alley. You're absolutely right.
Yeah, we need Joe for this. Where's Joe?
Joe!
Hey Joe, what do you think?
Oh. Well, Joe has knowledge planes, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Joe has like
So
all the knowledge.
I think our only choice is to get back to town and find somebody who might have a clue as to what.
Get some experts on this.
Yeah.
How about we
Throw
send...
some lodestones around and figure this shit out.
I'm gonna take a lodestone out of my little chest and toss it in there.
The
See if
whole
the same
universe
thing-
explodes.
Yes.
Yes, we win D.
End of campaign.
We won D. No, same
It's the same thing. Same
effect,
thing?
same effect, except for it costs more.
It's okay.
That was expensive.
Now,
Relatively
when
speaking.
they get cloudy and they land on the ground, can I still see them there, or is it so cloudy that they just kind of disappear into the fog?
You think you see the one on the ground, you just toss it in there real.
Yeah.
And you like, yeah, I think that's the lodestone. I think right there.
It's obscured.
I'm scared to put my hand in there and see what happens. Maybe we should stay here.
Well, I think it's a good idea to get experts if,
Yep.
if we don't know.
Yep.
Says the guy standing there who you
Yeah.
guys asked to walk in there. Why don't we get some experts on this? Why don't we get some people
Yeah.
who know about this kind of thing,
Yeah.
maybe, or something like it?
Can you do me
A solid?
Can you do me a solid and run back to town and get people, best people, the scientists, the engineers that you think would best be equipped to decipher this mystery, and bring them back here? We're gonna wait here.
He
in
looks
case-
confused for a minute, as they all have been every time we use the word run, because they all say tibbling. They call running tibbling.
Can you run?
Tibble.
Tibbling.
Tibble.
Can you tibble back to town, and get a couple?
I've been
people?
tibbling since I was a slingling.
All right, you tibble. You show me how fast you can tibble.
And they all do that.
Yeah. Woo!
They have an odd way of walking and everything.
That was the guard that came
Throw
with
the
us. That
halfling
was-
in.
There'll be no halfling
What?
tossing.
Huh?
They meant no.
Never toss a halfling.
You know, halfling tossing while I'm around. Tall people got no purpose on this earth. They need to be cut off at the knees.
All right, I need more coffee. You guys need to rest, heal your constitution, which is probably something. And we'll get back there. They have experts go out. It's going to take some time for them to try to figure it out. You guys got to heal. This town is trying to make sure things are safe. It seems like the fighting and all that stuff just dies off immediately after the gray ball appears, and so everything goes into watch, figure out mode. So you guys want technicians going out there. Let me know if you would like to suggest anything else that they do or whatever, so you guys can talk amongst yourselves, coffee talk. Choose a topic.
Topic: black and white balls in the desert.
Like what about? Alright, so we need them to determine.
Painted desert. Black colors, black and white.
Alright, so. What exactly do they think the device did? What was its purpose? Who were they? Where did Joe go?
Yes.
Teleported or vaporized?
Or which you'll hypothesize.
Is it safe for us to go into the area?
Or anyone for that matter.
Right, yeah. Is it safe for living organisms to go inside? Yeah. Cheez-Its.
Jesus. What do you guys got?
Oh, lots. All right. So with your intelligence, what exactly have you seen this before? Have you seen this effect before? With the grayness
Who?
and the fog?
Wait.
The scientists, the engineers that came.
Oh, you want to find out what they found out about it? I just wanted to know if you wanted anybody to do anything else besides what we had aforementioned.
Oh, I had questions for them. Just bring me back something to heal my con damage. Or maybe some healing potions or something, or magic.
Okay, you guys get healed up overnight. They tend to your stuff.
Oh, okay.
They check stuff out. The scientists come back the next day from
Gotcha.
checking stuff out. And
Jesus.
very good. Okay, so
Well, we believe we know what they were after. The device created a gate or opening, if you will, or a shared, we call it more, is what it is, a shared portion that is of the shadow plane.
The Shadow Realm! No!
dun 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 dun.
In my doing so, use it as a conduit to steal the energy from our...
know the energy.
Yes, you cannot move something in. It would be very dangerous to try to teleport something that was on like that.
Right.
The ramifications are endless. It would.
Stealing the output,
You
though,
wanted to
huh?
steal the electricity, the magic, the energy that it created.
Nah.
You see, the shadow plane, although its distance and travel is much different as we perceive travel on our realm, it marks ours. It is similar in points and places. And so, this fixed position, where this machine was made purposely because it is a fixed point of planar contact, was ideal for them to use this clever way to steal the energy. The machine would then have existed in the Shadow Realm, but in the same place as it was there.
Right.
And then they could extract the energy at their will, for they know the location of it in the Shadow Plane. Is it sinking in?
I understand the concept of what they were doing. What I'm curious about is, in order to do that, the device would have had to stay on there, correct? Or once they activated it, was it done? Because what I'm confused about is they broke in and we saw them do it. So obviously, unless they were going to stand there and guard it, we would have removed the device. I'm confused.
Once
You would
it's on-
see what you see out in that
Right.
desert. You would see an empty mass of black and white.
So there's no
It
going
would-
in there, right?
What's that?
There's no going in there, then, right?
Oh yes, it's just the Shadow Realm.
Ah.
Shadow Realm was used often as a form of travel in the United Sentient Alliance for thousands of years. Only in the last few hundred, in the depletion of the magic and the lessening of it, has it not been used so much because, well, it's not as safe anymore. But this and the ramifications of the magic being produced within that realm and then pulled through this one while it's still in the ethereal realm, and it's quite baffling. It could
lessen the power, make it more great, manipulate. I do not even. Oh, what would have happened is whether the plan would have worked had you not stopped them is a whole nother question.
So what happened to Joe? Is he in the shadow realm? Is he in the shadow plane?
Oh, your friend was caught in the radius.
Yeah.
Yes. Shadow Realm is where he would reside now. Or is lost, I'm sure.
Oh no. Is
So
the
there's no
effect,
getting him out of there?
is the effect permanent?
We don't know. We would have to study the devices themselves. Are they still making the bridge? It seems to be a shared place. A tear, if you will.
Oh yeah, can you go in there and shut it off? That's a good idea.
If we cross the
Interesting
border,
question.
then we'll be in the shadow plane.
Well, now you said you buried it, so we would have to
Right.
find this. We'd get to go into the shadow plane and then dig wherever they are there.
Right.
Which could be exactly where they are here in
Right.
simple proximity and understanding. Could be a few more steps. We calculate 1 to 350,000 steps more.
Oh, is that all?
Oh, that's
So the reason the USA stopped using it as a means of travel was because it was unstable.
well. Some of the powers used to do the moving through that area. There's residents in that area. There are many different possible and plausible hazards that, with proper magic, can be avoided. So the cost of magic per traveling, well, all travel has been limited quite a bit compared to the old days. Yes.
Do you know who they were? Who came in here and tried to set the device?
Humans.
Are they humans from here or from the shadow plane? Are there humans in the shadow plane?
Yes, the shadow plane is not native. Humans are not native to the shadow plane.
Shadow creatures.
These were probably humans. Because we had their bodies and they're humans.
Right. But shadow creatures live in the shadow plane.
Yeah.
But these were humans.
Yes.
So do you think they were working for someone in the shadow plane, or they were trying to use the shadow plane as a conduit to bring the magic back?
We already know
here?
that they were trying to use the plane as a
Right,
kind
but
of
to
that-
bring it back to somewhere else in the USA.
Yeah.
Okay. I was thinking that the end point was in the shadow plane.
It could be. That's a mystery.
Okay.
He wouldn't guess that. That doesn't make any sense. It doesn't help them.
Okay.
Or he doesn't know how it would help them.
You know, this was like they attacked.
Yes. Sorry. But to answer your question a little bit more thoroughly, they do identify the group that did this. It's called the Human League.
Human League.
We should play a Human League song.
I was just gonna look for one.
One day when the Human
Pull
League
up.
attacked.
Well, the Human League, what they can tell us about that.
I thought that was it. Don't you want it? I thought that was that.
Better change it back with me. We'll both be sorry. Don't you want me, baby?
Yeah. If you have the right device near that shadow bubble, you can hear the sound.
I think we got a spy among us. They attacked it like the moment we turned this thing on.
It's as if they were in the room.
Someone. Or something. Get out the candle of truth.
Oh,
Zav.
Joe has it. That's Joe's.
No, that's right, it was Joe's. Oh.
Oh, don't worry, Joe can make another one. Oh.
Has T lost yet another character?
Is it worth it to go looking for it?
Oh my god. I'm gonna rage quit.
Yeah, Joe probably just shit his pants and had a stroke and just fell over.
No, but the Human League is known to be activists against the use of mass magic.
Mm-hmm.
They believe in only personal magic, not mass magic. And so they go. They usually, their method of operation is usually not this big a scale of a thing. It's usually a much smaller scale. They usually just do a lot of breaking and entering and stuff, and they steal magic items. The magic items per se that control the mass magic. Like, they've been known to steal whole crates of your standard sticks that just peasants have to feed themselves and clean themselves and stuff, and stuff that hasn't been working well in the last couple decades, but they've been known to try to eradicate whole areas of those. And steal powerful magic items, like nothing better than a magistrate rod of rulership to help their cause. So they've been like a big organization as far as they have lots of supporting people, but they're not super active. Like, not other members like do anything except for maybe bitch about it. You know, they're part of the movement. They help out and flyers and shit, but we're gonna write flyers instead of having them made by magic, dude. Come on, you know. But this was definitely had a military theme to it, and was a little bit larger scale than most of their stuff. But they are wearing the Human League symbol.
These dialed in. Well, we can't forget about the human.
We'll have
They
to.
won't let us.
It's fresh in our mind. Yeah. Yeah. Sitting here. Joe's gone. I got a monk and a fighter, or a barbarian, and there's espionage going on and shit. They got nothing to punch. Oh, and that's where everything came to a screeching halt. They just went, huh, Shadow plane, steel energy. What do I punch? So,
We going in there? Getting the magical protections we need to go travel in there safely and see if we can find Joe. Quick in and out.
It might take us right to the headquarters of the Human League. I don't know, or we could just get lost in the shadow plane. It would be a grand adventure. Either way. Unless we just kind of go into purgatory.
Or we could just forget about Joe altogether and continue on our quest.
What quest exactly is that anymore? I'm kind of liking this being rich and famous. The world's gonna start being on fees terms.
Right?
I paid my dues.
I pay my dues. I'm tired of this. You go here, you go there, you and an ex-convict that you don't even remember. I'm tired of it.
How about you go fetch for me now?
Or if he just gets a bubble bath and reads a good book. Little pedicure, manicure.
I deserve some pampering.
Get some,
Damn it.
get a weave and shit.
Hell
spa
yeah,
treatments.
man. I'm gonna be LaShawn. Change my name to LaShawn.
Michonne. That way you don't have to go on a Michonne.
LaShawn.
You can be Michonne.
I'm my own LaShawn.
I am your Michonne, but you can't handle
I'm gonna be Fishon.
Michonne.
In fact, that's my new name, Fishon.
Fichon.
Fishon.
Fichon, that's right.
Fishon. I like it.
Fichon, no you didn't.
Fishon. I don't know how to spell that.
Like mission, but Fichon.
Fishon.
Michon.
Fishon.
Fichon.
Fishon. No, I know Fishon.
Southern guys think you're saying fish on. Fish on, man. Fish
Fish
on.
on.
Hell yeah.
Fishon.
Fish out?
Fishon.
Fish on, say for sure.
Now use namaste in a sentence.
Namaste.
Namaste.
Fichon asked me if I want to go outside. I said namaste ho.
I say we take a day to pamper ourselves proper. It's been a while. It's been forever. It's been never. Let's get all refreshed.
And hope Joe can get out on his
See
own.
if Joe goes, man, he might come back on his own. You don't
He
know.
is a wizard.
Yeah,
if anybody knows how to
he's
survive in the
resourceful.
shadow plane, it's a wizard.
Sure,
I-
Better than us.
we ain't got no wizarding skills.
wizarding skills. We ain't got no wizarding skills.
I got nunchuck skills, but I ain't got no wizard
You got
skills.
bow
I got
hunting
none of
skills,
them.
I got bow
nunchuck
hunting
skills,
skills.
High
bow
flute,
staff skills.
high flute and wizarding skills.
Yeah, that's all book learning.
Right. So if anybody can get out of there, it's Joe, right?
Hey,
Yeah.
Let's have a guard set up out here to watch for him because he may need help if he comes walking out of there.
yeah, they don't know if it's a stable or not, so they haven't ventured in there
Right.
either. They did send one person in to kind of just to see if there's any major issues, and they looked around and saw nothing in the basic immediate area.
So what they do? Just do the.
No, we walked basically through it at an angle, like
Oh.
partial.
Oh.
And through that, they're trying to gauge the spatial things. They should have the calculations for you in the morning.
Oh, excellent. I'm gonna go
No.
get manicure and pedicure.
So you guys
I'm
get
gonna get weed.
you guys scamper for the pamper.
Yeah.
Scamper for the pain.
I can get hair like I can get the dreads.
And everybody's
like
really
a
happy because
I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna get my hair as tall as possible.
yes.
Extensions to make it even taller. I get my hair as high as I can.
yeah. So.
all right.
All
You
right.
can go pretty fucking high.
Woo!
You can go high as you want. There is an area where you start to run into like the -1 on your decks.
It's taller than he is.
But we'll stop short just that before it affects your ability to walk.
I'm gonna buy myself
Absolutely.
a samurai sword. I'm gonna get full Michonne. I'm gonna be Fichon. Change my name to Fichon. Yeah.
I like it.
Pulling zombies behind me.
You might
Pulling
someday.
undead.
You don't have to pull them. It's
Living.
if you got 'em-
I'm living.
if you got command of them, that's not out of the realm.
I'm assuming
Could happen today.
our pluses are all or across the board. Pluses are
Yeah.
gone.
Yeah.
So we wake up the next day to the knock on the door with bad news. Good news, everyone!
Oh, good.
That's bad.
Yeah, because I said it like the Futurama guy, so not good. Good news, everyone! The shadow plane bubble has completely gone.
It's gone.
We dug up the devices and found that they had depleted themselves without the continued energy of the engine where they were supposed to be. They could not draw power to power themselves
Right.
to continue on. So without their plan being in full fruition, then they could not perpetuate the gate.
Did you find Joe?
No,
What do you mean no?
there was no Joe.
Why not?
Joe.
We found no living creatures.
Why no
shadow?
Joe?
No shadow creatures
We'll
were
go find
present.
Joe.
No.
Well, that's a bummer.
I don't know why your friend couldn't just find his way back simply by walking forward. There did not seem to be any real spatial, at least by the time we got there didn't seem to be spatial variations of any disproportionate method at all.
Curious.
Well, either the explosion
He is
itself, there was like an instant, like pushed him in, and then it didn't really persist, or Joe's our spy.
I would venture to guess that one or the other is plausible.
Joe? Joe? The spy?
Joe?
Joe? I'm just saying it's possible. He might
Joe?
He might have wanted to disappear.
I don't know. He's too big of a chicken to be a spy.
Or is he too big of an actor?
Yeah, have to be a hell of an actor to be that good of a chicken actor.
No. Is he human? He's human, right? He was human.
He was human.
He was human.
Yeah. Always said you can't trust them tall people.
Mm.
And he did use personal magic.
He did. He knew a lot of technical stuff.
Yeah, see,
What
high
really-
falutin wizarding.
What did we really ever know about him?
These are all very good questions. You bring up some very good points.
I don't like it, but
He was right there along with us the entire time.
yeah, he lagged back at the end.
He is human. It was the Human League.
Could have been Joe.
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 He had plenty of time. If he knew the cog was coming way before it got there,
That he did.
and they would have had to have known close to the time
Although-
that we knew we were going to take the deal
Why-
to get it there,
Why wouldn't
to
he
get all
have,
that stuff organized.
Why wouldn't he have just set it off in the room then? Because he had here.
Instead of the whole break-in, why didn't he just secretly
Yeah.
have it in his pocket and?
Yeah,
slip
he
it in
could.
there?
Because there was other engineers, because we were all on board with other engineers. There's no way he could have done that.
He never had a chance to.
I had it sitting there going, look at it. You look at it. Well, as we were going up on the thing, why wouldn't you just set it off then? Go, oh yeah, I got it.
Close
It wasn't in position
It wasn't
anymore.
close
We don't
enough.
know. Maybe he didn't want to blow his cover. Maybe maybe the thing was not set right. We don't know.
Joe. It's not Joe.
We don't know. Maybe he changed his mind.
Bye, Trailer Dog.
Maybe he realized it was a bad idea. We don't know. But I like your defense in his honor. That's good. There's nothing that says he is, and it's very plausible either way. Both of you have good points.
If he was here, I'd kick him in the shin.
I didn't say I'm glad you're not hurt. Sorry about the shit.
You're too fucking tall.
Don't trust anyone over 5'2".
Shit. Joe is 5'4".
There you go.
Suspicions abound.
Joe? I don't know. I don't think so.
Oh, that's fantastic.
There's suspicion. I think you guys both make very valid points for and against Joe.
Joe. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I kind of wish Zahed was here. Get his perspective. Get his perspective on all this.
Yeah, he went to bed a while ago too.
Oh yeah, the doctors aren't letting him send messages. He's down.
Robo Zahed.
Got him sleeping.
they had to tranquilize him just to get him to shut up. Time for your medicine, but I just took it 15 minutes ago. Nope, no, doctor's orders. No.
Well,
You guys are just baffled at this point. It smells
Yeah.
like.
Pretty much, just
well, we really didn't know much about him. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, maybe we'll find out when he shows up. What if he
If he does.
if
If
he
he
shows
does.
up.
if when hoo ha? I guess this is a good time to take a break. What time is it?
Yeah.
9:30?
9:38.
Yeah, 9:38.
9:38. So we can't get too deep into the.
938.
Okay. Yeah, we'll take a little break and then we'll return for
Break.
Joe.
a little bit of. What the hell? Oh, you're gonna. I mean, we have a little bit of downtime. We're sitting here reading. Things are. So if you do you want to check out your diary at all?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
If you feel like
Absolutely.
sharing that, we can do that after the break.
Get my pen
If you want to share some of that with him after the break and other things, I'm trying to think of the. We find out that Krieger's not an engineer; he's an operator.
He'd be great as he's good as a pilot. He's, with that machine, he can use a magic device. This guy is the opposite of the Human League. This dude is the use magic device dude. Like, he knows how to make a device. He's like a little whiz kid with, like, he can set the VCR time like that. You know what I mean? That's him. He doesn't even need the magic. Just walk up and go, oh yeah, I know. Panasonic 388. 1230.
Right, set up
Hey,
your
Gregor,
whole.
you have any interest in being a freedom fighter?
My face is good for making faces happy, but I cannot make for fighting of the fighting.
Neither could Joe when he was still part of the team.
Oh, you mean like that? Trying to get a job, right?
Oh, position available. Just like the Delorious and Associates. Position available.
Joe is good at a lot of things.
What just made you laugh? What did I do?
Position available.
Oh, Joe. Position available.
No more break.
Don't go breaking my heart.
Don't go feeding the fears.
Dun, dun, dun. Alright, the engine is going, so let's get the picture of Fassenberg all lit up. Let's do that. That's fun. Because they got auto magic now. We brought the extravagant magic back to Fassenberg. Did Whiskey come in? Or Skipper? Skipper love. Skipper. 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 Skipper love, come on. Come on, Skipper.
There's the skip.
Ah, she didn't fight.
There's the skip. Ouch. That hurts, buddy.
Easy, Skipper.
That hurts. That hurts. That hurts. That hurts. Your claws are so vicious.
I guess I don't have to pick my spells for today.
Oh. No more Joe. No more Joe. Oh, 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 the belly rub. Oh, the belly rub. Oh, the belly rub. Oh, I get the kisses when I do the belly rubs. I get the kisses when I do the belly rubs.
Keeper. Look at you, Mr. B. Let's see where your mama puts ya. Joe! Joe!
Oh, next day.
Next day.
Next day. You guys wake up. And are having breakfast. You've been brought wholesome, real, good food.
Better.
Every meal. The people are happy. They're being well fed. The engine's on. The city's lit up. It's wonderful. See the city lit up picture?
Oh.
It's more lit up.
Yeah. Everybody happy.
So that's going great. And we are treated like rock stars. You are treated like rock stars.
Yeah.
I will continue to be your concierge service, and I appreciate any Festivus, by the way, is to interrupt your breakfast. If there's anything else that we could do to help you enjoy your stay or anything else of that nature, please let me know. Excuse me. He tries to collect himself. The magistrate Olivia Longgrace would love to see you at some point at your earliest convenience. May I inform her when that would be possible?
Right after breakfast, if she's available.
Excellent. Is there anything I can do for you in the interim?
More fruit.
Oh,
More fruit.
Oh, so bold. Yes.
You got your tall hair now.
And he has more fruit brought in. I hope you like kumquat. I don't know. I just felt like saying it. I think it's actually a vegetable. I'm not sure.
I think so too.
Oh. I think
Well,
we should
you
tell the scientists to like. I feel bad about Joe. I'm starting to feel a little bad about Joe. Even because we don't know 100% if he was the spy. I still suspect he was. Not 100%. So, what if we like tell some of the scientists to like, continue their research in trying to find out what happened to him or where he went. Keep an eye out for him.
Done and done.
Done and done.
All right.
Yes.
Wonderful.
Yes.
I look
Get
forward
that
to
off my
immediately.
conscience.
Sylvester.
Oh, you guys are cute. No, wait, don't touch it. You may sniff my hand.
Make a reflex save.
Uh-oh. Oh, that's an 11.
You get some Festivus saliva. Inadvertently, it touches your skin. Oh, forgive me. Oh, pulls out handkerchief and wipes with the drool.
Kumquats are fruits.
Yeah, yes,
I thought it was a fruit.
Kumquats it is.
Alright, so Olivia
Longgrace.
Longgrace.
Long gaze.
Long
Sorry.
gaze.
Long gaze.
Olivia Long gaze.
Long gaze, like 1G. Long gaze. Not long gaze.
Long gaze.
Long gaze. Like you're saying a long A's. Like pronounce your A's long.
Yeah, we are kind of questless now, aren't we? Because Joe had our ultimate destination.
He did. That's
If
right.
he is a spy, it's a bad thing. If
That's
he
a bad thing.
He has way too much
He's
information.
got more information than we do. He's like, no, I can't reveal that to you. I mean, the evidence just keeps piling on.
Wahaha, ha ha,
Ha
ha. So we got Jamise, who will probably come back as Emperor of the Lizard Army that destroys
Yes!
us all.
Nice.
And probably we'll see Joe again when the Human League comes to spank us or something like that. Yeah, so that's how we go. Should I make another character?
You're gonna have to roll
My
for
new
those
character's
scientists.
name is Charles Manson. You can trust him.
Okay. All right. Arnold Benedict. What? No, Joe's a good guy. How could you guys ever think?
Booth, John Wilkes.
You're gonna love this play.
Durrell is Neebs and Associates.
Memes and friends.
Alright, so Olivia.
Olivia.
Are escorted to
Yes.
the governor's
You go
mansion.
have an audience with Olivia. Let me. I've got a picture for that.
Oh. Olivia Longgrace.
Long race. She sits atop a very large throne-like chair that is almost looks like a big giant mechanical organ or something like that behind her. It rises up, is very large. And it itself is raised off the ground. She's quite impressive. a very large pillared room that we are walked into. We wait in a short line. We are taken to the front of a long line, to a short line to have audience with Olivia. The magistrate.
Magistrate.
Is the title given? I believe, yes.
Our saviors.
Oh, that's not the proper chick voice I was thinking.
Hello, our saviors. You are quite welcome to come closer so that I might see you.
Is she older? Younger?
She's definitely on in her years a bit. And one thing that's quite striking when we get closer, knowing that this is the leader of this town, and this town is the crown jewel of the gnomish empire, if you will, or country, if you will, or area, region. She does not appear to be gnome. You'd say human? Elf? Half-elf?
Hard to tell.
She wears a hat that covers the ears. She's definitely one of those three. A bit gaunt in the face, perhaps from age or type of elf that she may be. Skin is a bit pale.
There was a human lost in the accident?
Yes, one of our traveling companions, Joe. When the device went off, he did not get away fast enough and he was caught in the radius of the...
Grieve for your loss.
Thank you.
You have brought back prestige to this failing city. And we thank you. We thank you. And now, we must rebuild. Greater than before, and the threats to do so are greater than the hurdle we just faced. We need a symbol of hope. We need a measure of power. And so, I have decided to resurrect the Juggernaut.
And the people in the room are like,
I was hoping your friend, Gio, would be present for this. It will require skills he has, but we have our own. Krieger will join you, I'm sure. He seems to be quite handy. Stone and Fee, your assets are great. But the Juggernaut must rise. And you can accompany it as crew or as your own special force or advisor. It is your choice, for we all must choose our path. But this I ask of you, and to make sure that the symbol of hope and power moves forward, now that we have the machine, the Bellinger, we need that one symbol. And you know where he last was. So, we will send our technician in replace of yours. You will find the remains and retrofit into the unliving Cursion Slag so that he may captain the Juggernaut.
Forgive me. They didn't tell you, did they? I'm sorry if you were not informed.
She stands and looks at you. We know what you did. Do not make a fool of yourself. I will not play that role for you. Kurjan was pledged to serve in his next life. You helped him assume that position. Unfortunately, Kurjan's injuries in the war left him part constructed, and those parts will not do with the unliving. They must be retrofitted to his new existence. The poor gentleman is somewhere along those rails, left without legs to walk. This was cruel. But you probably were not thinking of that, were you?
I wasn't the one that pushed him out. Just saying.
In any case, you will retrieve him, fix him, take him to the fallen ship that is the Juggernaut, and you will restore it, crew it, and you will have to decide if you will be auxiliary or permanent crews. It's up to you.
Why assign us to this task?
Because you are the symbols of hope and those who can do. You have done what could not be done for 200 years. And by chance, I think. But in any case, it is the symbol that you represent. It is the symbol that Curzon Slag represents.
Now we will be the ones to raise Curzon Slag and bring him back. I like it.
And then you will raise the Juggernaut, the greatest airship that ever flew.
Sounds grand. I'm in.
Yes. Curzon will be its captain, of course, and as I said, you can choose what level of participation you would like to make.
Very well.
Good luck. And may Crom guide you with strength. That's the first time you've heard anyone speak of a god who's of any stature or status. You were basically escorted out.
Thank
And
you, Your Excellency.
yes.
It was an honor.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you. And thank you for seeing the opportunity set before you.
I see the opportunity. Alright. Escorted out.
You'll have a couple days before you go. They're going to prepare tunnel team because they're going to go. You're going to take your the rail to the area, but then you'll have to drop down, and it's kind of like spurlunking. It's a bit rough, so you have to find his body because you didn't actually mark it on the rail marker. So we've got an area to look in. So that has to be done. So they're going to prepare to do that because you guys said
Didn't we leave a crashed car there? Because one of the cars got totally destroyed.
Yeah, but it would have been removed automatically. I mean, that kind of thing doesn't. Yeah. The railways stay running. Well, not all of them anymore, but most of them now are going to be up and running. Especially, they've got the surge of power. So any thing that wasn't cleared probably would be by now. Especially that was one of the hot rails. So yeah, that would have had to have been cleared. That would have been automatically auto clear. But in any case, like I said, there's at least a half-mile area that we are not sure where he is exactly. And so that's going to take a couple days for them to get everything
Prepared to go spelunking.
Yeah, no, and I was trying to think of what else they were. Oh yeah, they have to, basically the time it's going to take is because they got to get the parts and stuff and the proper technician and make sure he understands how to and what he's going to do when he gets to them.
Right.
We're talking about old construct parts that have to go from a living person to an unliving person. We're given a little bit of information.
That's what I mean. I'm flat down asking. Tell me everything you know about the Juggernaut. Its history, what it is, where it is, how to fix it.
The Juggernaut is an ancient ship that is almost a myth. But there is a location not too far outside the city. This is actually in the Halfling realm. That is where the ship is said to be. Many have claimed to see it. It's supposedly fallen from the sky and sunken in a lake. Or some say that the story was they were hiding there in the lake and then never were able to, whatever. Yada yada. But many have said they've seen it at the bottom of this lake.
With the Zephyr Blade.
With the Zephyr Blade. The Lady of the Lake Gods, the Juggernaut.
Throw the Zephyr Blade towards the center.
Would you like the Juggernaut? Yes. Here it is. That's a vape pen. No, it's the Juggernaut. You just have to be really small to get inside. Would you like to buy a smallness potion? Juggernaut, ancient ship. The story goes, it's a service ship. It's like a military ship for those who choose to serve in that capacity in their next life. So it's crewed by the dead. It's always crewed by the second lifers. Sometimes they were called that back then, especially. Your second life when you serve as undead.
And she asked us what part of the crew we wanted to be on.
Yes, we can be advisory or we can be full members of the crew. Of course, that would mean...
We'd have to be dead?
Yeah. Or you can just be auxiliary, / advisors.
Yeah.
Where you're not dead.
But we're participating in some ways. Sure how I felt.
Yeah. That's the idea.
Yeah, we didn't
And
have
no,
much choice.
and no less than raising it and getting a crew together for it. You've got a captain, you've got a location of the wreckage, and you've got technicians that will go with you. And Krieger will be given some bitchin' omnipotent magic power that they're going to try to keep tied in to their new power source. And they'll try to augment a signal to try to help you get... Because it's not far inside the Halfling lands. But this is a whole new grid. This power station is on a whole new grid than... I mean, the whole Gnome realm now is on a whole new grid off the other grid. Like they've created but they're using the same infrastructure. They've just got a new power source. So they're going to try to push that through into the Halfling lands a little bit to give us... If they can, then Krieger will have magic device mayhem, and that'll help. We're going to be taking we can take whoever we want, but just imagine that there's every kind of expert available. There's historian, who's an expert in that. There's the Juggernaut. There's the person who's the expert in the undead crewing and blah 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 blah. You name it. There are people who have know-how and understanding, but a lot of this is, you got to remember that this is the ship hasn't seen, if all is what they say it is, the ship hasn't seen the air for 1,000 years.
So it's an air... Oh, no, it's a sea...
Airship.
It's an airship, okay.
One badass.
Yeah, I mean, the use of magic and this ability to have airships and stuff has been around for more than 2,000 years. And that's how long the, United Sentient Alliance, in different forms, has supplied magic via Phoenix Flame, and only in the last 500 is it degraded to a point of desperation and all these things that are going on. So we're piecing together the history. And Fee keeps getting preoccupied when these guys are telling her stuff because she keeps reading her diary.
Yes. Gotta decipher the diary. Getting very, very distracted by it. Very. Like, huh? What? Huh?
Obsessed, if you will.
Sometimes, one time, you think you even, like, saw just all the color just drain from my face. I was like, what? Nothing. Cool. It's good.
Isn't there a movie or something where they got a ship manned by the dead? I'm sure there's more than one.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Oh yeah, that's the cheesy one though. I was thinking like an anime that's like really friggin' cool because I should probably look that up and get some cool pictures of the ship because there's really cool ship out there. I'm sure. I think there's an anime with a really cool Pirates of the Caribbean. I didn't even think about that one because that doesn't even count to me. That's not even real.
Probably quite a few of them. It's a pretty
Obvious thing.
pretty popular theme. What else left?
Yeah, I'll find lots of fun pictures of that and stuff. The only thing else that we find out is that there's an inornament, like even though the magic's on, it's like there's a lot of real food in town. Like since we got here, there has been just buttloads, an unusual high amount of real food being given away, and it's odd, but we find out that the source of that, the sponsor, has been the House of Solomon, which is a drow house. It's kind of like the embassy, if you will, and it's been virtually abandoned for decades and decades, and only recently have been people taking residence there. A few drow.
So there are drow in the city.
A few.
I here and there have asked people about them, like, how are drow? What's their status in the town? Like,
Well, basically how it works is that each race is supposed to be afforded an embassy type thing where they have watch over these other cities, because not everybody trusts everybody, or to make good relations and for trade and stuff. It's just an embassy kind of thing. Saying, we'll let you have somebody in our city, you can have, blah blah blah,
right.
so that there's a.
Are drow in this city generally like do people kind of like, oh, there's a drow, don't walk that way, or are they just like they're just like everyone else?
Well, no, there's prejudice, but it's more like they just haven't been around for so long. It's like, oh my gosh, well, like more like surprise and like an oddity rather than an opinion about it.
Mm-hmm.
More like going to the zoo. Like you won't go to the zoo and go, oh, I don't like tigers, but I like elephants. But they, you might have a favorite, but
You're gonna look at them all.
and then there's definitely going to be some prejudice, and
Yeah, for sure.
so
I don't like the spots on that tiger.
that's what Joe would say if he saw a drow around here. I don't like that.
I don't know if I want to eat no drow food.
I wonder if they know Cedric.
Yeah. They tight with the said.
Said Meister.
Maybe one of them is, for all we know. He's
You
been
inquire, and yes, Cedric is not. His last name is Solomon. He is of the House of Solomon.
What?
Oh.
It's his house?
Well, the House of Solomon, like a Drow house, is like a lineage thing. It's like that's the House of Solomon, like saying the Empire of, or
Yeah.
the, you know.
Yeah.
So the House of Solomon, they're a giant, they're a big family, and he's one of them. He was a council member, so he would have full access to an embassy. He would be. Yeah.
We're getting battered
That's the
around
one
like
thing
cat
we
toys
know about.
again.
That's the one thing we know that we have all in common is that our parents were all part of the council, and we found out Cedric was too some time ago on the prison ship. That's the common bond we have. Like he knows our parents and shit. Like we probably called him Uncle Cedric, maybe. Could have been. We don't know. Could have Christmas cards with him on it. We don't know for sure, but it's possible is all I'm saying.
I never even found out my real name. I bet it's in that journal.
Yeah, you did.
I did.
Yeah.
I got
Fichon!
I got offered to find it out, but I didn't look.
Well, their first name's Fichon. Why not? And that's the idea is for because you guys didn't know what you wanted to name your character, so memory loss was something. When you do figure out what your name is, you can write it down, or I can tell you what your name is. But it's better if you pick your name. Like it's Fichon, and you can only remember Fee. And you just need a last name, or that could be your new name.
It's my new identity, not my old one.
Because I would have said Fichon, see? So, what's your real name? You tell me.
It's in the journal.
Or you tell me
I
to tell
scratched
me.
it out. I found it and then I scratched it out.
Wow. Why?
I'm not who I used to be. I'm making my new path. I'm making my new person.
How do you know you're not who you used to be? Because you're reading the journal going, oh my god.
Who is this
journal?
person?
That's so annoying.
Exactly. So I don't want to be that person anymore.
She was a debutante. She's going, oh my god, all I cared about is shoes? More shoes?
Oh, look, shoes.
Oh, look, here's an entry where I got mad at the butler for not polishing my shoes. Twice. Yes, the butler named Woodhouse that you would always abuse. Okay, so we are going into the Halfling lands,
Heading home.
which
Homeward bound.
are known, that area, the southern Halfling lands, are known to be bad. As in, the humans and elves have abused it and, you know, messed with them so much that all that's left is, you know, the worst of the worst. Most of the good or yeah, it's like a great place to go if you don't want to be found. It's, you know, dirt whistles on top of gangs and brigands and spriggans and riggans and fliggans and slackers and flackers and stackers. But it's a great place to pick up a mercenary company. You know, hideout, like I said. If you're, you know, if you need to kill every 1 to 4 days, it's a great place to get away with that. Most of the settled and more and places, that's the one thing that's like different. Most of the more settled and safer places are in the southern realms of each strip of racial difference. So the gnomes, but we're in the southern part of the gnomes, which is a little bit different. and it's safer. But the halflings are flip flopped. The lower portion has been beat up because that's where a lot of trade used to go and stuff, and that just got so most of the good, intelligent, or civilized halflings and people in that area are now north of the Big Scar. So that's where we'll have to head. What time is it now? I think we
10:30.
yeah, we can't go any further anyway. We need Zaha back before we go. We leave the gnome.
Sahib.
I gotta make a new character or something. I gotta figure out what happens to my character to find out if I have to make a new character.
Right. Krieger.
Yeah, Krieger. Yeah, but he's just a freaking expert. That's all he is. He's NPC class expert, use magic device
Yeah.
guy. He's a freaking bulldozer operator. He's totally blue collar. Badass gameplay and roleplay.
Oh my goodness.
I'll bet you guys are gonna win most of them. Gameplay I'm giving to Bob or Stone for all the timely 20s. His 20s.
Oh my god.
3 nat 20s
The 20s
that were
tonight.
so timely to just move the game along. It was all
Intimidate. Like, it was like, bam, I am Stone, you know.
Well, the
we
diplomacy.
are
The first diplomacy jumps out in the middle of the crowd and just goes bam, nat 20,
so
and he
critical.
intimidates with the nat 20, and then he rolls a nat 20 for something else. It was all very timely, but gameplay.
Absolutely.
Everything was clicking tonight.
Absolutely.
Roleplay I want to give to Fee for becoming her new
Coming
Fichon.
Fichon. was born
Fichon.
tonight.
And then I guess Badass.
Stone was really badass in that battle. He was just running up to this guy and slicing, and running up to this guy and slicing.
Yeah, you were
kneecaps,
acting
slicing,
badass.
Slicing hands off, grabbing bombs,
was
like
badass.
just total badass, intimidating. Yeah, he was all over the place.
Look at those stacks of 20s.
I know the 20s tonight, man. Oh
Yeah,
my
they're
gosh.
pouring.
Man, oh man.
Oh, well, actually, one of these is for showing up. So I had 5 altogether.
I got one for showing up and then one for a nat 1. So I got 4 20s.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was on fire. So that means next week.
Everyone wins.
Yay!
Yay!
That means next week I probably won't roll anything over a 10.
Well, just sit at home until you got a really bad slump and then stop.
Real peshy bard. Real peshy bard.
A real peshy bar.
Real peshy bard. Definitely was a great night of action.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I'm glad you guys thought so. I was just sitting here most of the time.
And it's from Nimni. She's watching, and she is one of my best new peaches. And she sent me a super, super nice letter about taking care of myself.
Aww.
And like just like what you're doing, taking care of me and making sure I don't overwork myself.
Yes, and I make sure I thank Peachy every time she does something for herself. She gets positive reinforcement for doing so.
Nice.
Yeah,
And she
sent
gets
me-
negative reinforcement if she doesn't, and she
Yes.
I don't allow her to talk bad about herself because I don't allow anybody to talk bad about my wife, even my wife. I won't have it. Well, thank everybody for being here. Thank you so much. It really it makes it fun for us. It makes it more fun for us.
Oh, I got coffee stomach.
Coffee
Coffee
dummy.
guy.
I'm good.
Drink
Coffee
water.
dummy.
Yeah, I have been.
I usually just like if I eat something or just slam a whole glass of water. You gotta like get like 6 ounces. Bam. Thank you everybody. Thank you everybody. Thank you everybody.
She said, "Cause your wife is awesome sauce."
She is awesome soft.
Burger Tang was saying it's a trap.
Yeah, Burger Tang,
Je-
when we were talking to the
Jedi mind
Queen, he
trick.
says, don't fall for it. It's a trap.
It's a trap.
It's a Jedi mind trick.
Well, we're going into a Badlands to resurrect a 1,000-year-old juggernaut spaceship or airship piloted by the dead.
By the guy, by the guy we killed.
And we gotta help the guy we killed become the captain by finding him and helping him walk again.
But in
Well,
the
it's
process,
not-
becoming the hope of the city. I see nothing but glory.
Yeah, yeah, but it doesn't need to be a trap. There's already enough trapness that we know about. There doesn't need to be a trap.
So, do undead remember who they are?
Some.
So somebody like him probably. Huh?
Yeah, he's
It's
got...
really good for you to take these things and write down the questions you might have that you want to know about how that stuff works.
Mm-hmm.
Because the one thing you do know is that there's two forms of this. There's unliving and undead.
Yeah. Yeah.
And really the difference there, unliving are good. Undead are evil.
Mm.
And to get along with an undead or unliving, you kind of need to emulate the same. You can't command evil undead unless you're evil. Like an evil cleric can't command good undead, unliving, but he can evil. So there's that whole kind of. So is Kurjan Slag an undead or an unliving?
Yeah.
When he comes back, is he? You know what I mean? These are the kinds of things. Resurrecting ship, what we're gonna need for like supplies, tools. What would you think for this type of excavation? What kind of questions you might want to ask the scholars? Do you want to bring people along? How many? Are we talking about a caravan of small freaking? Are we gonna move a small city over here and you know bring a giant caravan? Or are we gonna do a small thing? You know. This is all stuff that you guys can come up with questions between now and then to figure out how you want to go about it or formulate how you want to go about it. Feel free to call me, ask me, text me, whatever.
It is.
Silvers.
Why do you?
Thank you guys.
Thank you, you guys are awesome.
Next week we'll do it again. Do it again.
Hopefully with the Zahev.
Yeah, Zahev did say he's going to
Zahev.
be back next week. He was hoping for this week, but man, I can't wait to see the title for next week.
Fastenberg. I know what you did.
They know what you did.
I know where you're going.
You don't know where you're going. What's a gnome to do? Nobody knows.
Nobody knows.
There's nobody. Oops, that's not it. Alright, time for Delorious.
Delorious and Associates.
Delingus.
Darling is bye.
Bye.